What's up guys, I'm Zimmy Games, and if you have not noticed by now, I am absolutely obsessed with talking about this new Harry Potter RPG that was leaked a long time ago in late 2018. I just keep thinking about this game, so much so I've started actually reading the books. And for the past few weeks, I started thinking about some more video ideas that I could use as an excuse to talk about this game, and so today I'm going to do the super original thing of giving my top 5 things I want from this new Harry Potter RPG. None of these things are listed in any specific order, so let's just go ahead and jump in and get started with number 5. First off, I want fully customizable characters. We saw in the leaked footage that the character creation system does exist. It is a thing, but I would love to see this take a little bit more depth. Rather than specifically picking your house, I think it would be amazing if you could pick certain attributes and a backstory of your character that will reflect in the house sorting and also further on in the game. For instance, maybe picking your character to be an arrogant, cunning, pure-blood wizard will lead you to becoming a Slytherin, whilst choosing to be a muggle-born, sensitive, green-thumbed character might lead you to Hufflepuff. I also really like the idea that maybe if you choose a brave and arrogant character that you might also be able to tell the Sorting Hat a choice kind of like what Harry did in the films and the books when he chose to go into Gryffindor rather than Slytherin. Next up in number 4 is content galore. I want to be able to brew potions and craft or buy things to make my character better, but I also think it would be cool if you could study in the library to learn more about the lore of the world and to raise your knowledge or skill level in a harder branch of magic. In classes, there better be a ton of classes, as you will be arriving as a 5th year student and those OWLs will be coming up. So to be true to the Harry Potter lore, there needs to be a ton of homework, and I could already hear some of you guys screaming, no, you just want to run around and kill things, but I really want to go to classes. I also want there to be a ton of mini games, like being able to play Wizard's Chest in my common room, possibly joining a school club like maybe a dueling club, or maybe even aspiring to be Seeker on the Quidditch pitch for my house team. Overall, I want there to be a tremendous amount of content to do in this game, rather than just going around and killing goblins and helping students with minor tasks around Hogwarts. Number 3 is real consequences. Like in the books and the movies, I want there to be a house cup. If you fail in a class or arrive late, you lose points. If you're caught out of bounds in the castle, you lose points. And if you get into a fight with another student and unfortunately get caught hexing or cursing him or her, you lose points. I also think it would be fantastic if you could also have the possibility of getting a detention and maybe having to go out into the Forbidden Forest to help the gameskeeper, or possibly have to do lines in the office of a teacher that you loathe. Overall, I definitely want real consequences to your actions in game, and I would love to see those actions being reflected in the game as well. For instance, if you cost or earn your house points, I would love to see that reflected with NPC interactions with you. So for instance, if you fail terribly during a Quidditch game, a Weasley is our king moment might possibly happen, as well as the possibility of your friendships with other students having the ability to suffer and break down over time from the actions that you take in game. Number 2 is a living, breathing, open world that is true to the lore. I want to be able to visit Hogsmeade for the weekends, Diagon Alley to buy my school supplies, and Nocturne Alley maybe a little bit later on in the game to possibly buy some more than questionable dark items. And at one point or another, I want to visit the Leaking Cauldron and maybe even the Ministry of Magic. I want free reign of carving my way through Hogwarts. I want to be able to go exploring in the dungeons underneath the castles and find hidden rooms and tunnels, maybe even the Room of Requirement. I want to be able to travel through the Forbidden Forest as well as have the ability to sneak out of the dormitory at night. But even more importantly, I want my interactions with other students to feel real and organic. I want a realistic amount of students at Hogwarts, and this needs to be represented by the looks and actions of the students. We need to see first years walking around and complaining about missing home or idolizing older students, as well as 5th years stressing over their exams. Overall, I want freedom and immersion. I want a dialogue system that allows me to say what I want and act the way I want with other students and teachers, as well as the freedom to hop on my Nimbus, Quick Sweep, or Firebolt broomstick and fly around the castle or above the Forbidden Forest if I want. I want to be able to cower in the dungeons or scream from the rooftops of the Astronomy Tower. And number 1, an amazing story and fantastic gameplay. I know this is kinda a bland statement, but I think it is important nonetheless to mention it. I want a story that could rival the amazing narrative that J.K. Rowling gave us with the books and the movies. I want there to be dark wizards of some sort, a real threat that is felt in the wizarding world, from Gringotts Bank to Hogsmeade Village. I want us to have to make hard choices. Do we join the dark wizards, or are we trying to defeat them? Nevertheless, I want a real story that all of us will be talking about for the years to come. But more than that, I want the gameplay to be unlike any Harry Potter game we have ever played before. I want a smooth and snappy way to select all of my spells and to use them. Maybe a hotkey system that slows down the world around you when selecting your different spells. And speaking of spells, magic has always been kind of weird in games. I don't think it has still ever been perfected in gameplay, and I don't think that this game is going to be the one to do this, but I want this game to make huge strides in how magic is used in games. I don't want to have to rotate my mouse or joysticks in weird patterns to cast magic, but I do want an easy and timely way to switch between my spells, and moreover, I want a tremendous number of spells. And for quests, I want them to be unique. We've all seen the same type of repeat quest. Go here and collect this type of fetch quests. I want the quests to be open-ended and to give the player the choice of how they want to complete them. I want to be given several options of how to complete certain objectives. For instance, in the game, maybe you need to get a book off of a shelf to finish a project. I think it would be amazing if the player had several options to get that book, from reaching with their arms to grab it, to using a charm, or possibly just running to the library to get another copy. I think things like this add a lot to the game and make the player feel more immersed, and at the end of the day, I think immersion is one of the most important factors we need from this game. I don't think many of us, while reading the books or watching the movies, haven't wondered or dreamed about becoming a wizard in this amazing world, and I think if nothing else, this game needs to deliver on that feeling. But anyway, guys, those are my top 5 wants, needs, and hopes for the new Harry Potter RPG, but I know that there is a ton of things I did not mention, and I would love to read all of the things you guys would love to see from this game, so please be sure to comment down below. Also, depending on how this video does, I might do a part 2 with 5 more things I want to see this game do. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it, as it will definitely help other people find this video, as well as it helps me know which type of content I should do more of. Also, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you never want to miss out on any of my videos. As well as videos like this, I also do a ton of gaming news, reviews, tutorials, and all sorts of other things, so never miss out on any of that and hit that subscribe button. As always, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Peace out, guys.